Hey y'all, how we doing today? Mike Blueface Plus. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be changing the distributor cap and rotor button on my 1999 Chevy K2500. It's got the Chevy 350 5.7 Vortec. Let me show you what the distributor cap looks like. Alright, so this is what we got. A Dragonfire Performance. Just picked it up online. Show you guys what we got in here. Alright, so right out the box we got the new rotor button. Yes, baby? I see, Leon. Alright, so we got this distributor cap button. It's not the, they're not supposed to look as quality, but that looks pretty decent for what it is. And then here is the distributor cap. So overall, that rotor button spins and then causes arc. Right now I'm getting some misfire, and sometimes you'll get some condensation, some water in there. So the main thing is getting these 4 screws out. So you're going to want to have a T15 and a T20 tip, Torx tip. I'll show you where it's located here. It's going to be located right here towards the back of the engine. So we're going to go ahead, and the first thing I'm going to do is unplug all the plug wires and just set them on the cap so I can set it to the side. And then I'm going to probably leave the left side on, disconnect the right. And then once I get the rotor button and everything and the cap changed out, then I'll put it all back. So I'll show you guys how that all looks. So let's go ahead and get started on this. Alrighty guys, hopefully you can see that. Go ahead and alright, got one over there, one in the back here. You gotta kind of just feel for it. That one's either really loose or it's, yeah, that one's really loose in the back. So yeah, I've been driving around and the truck's been sputtering, and it was all good, and I did a degreasing on it, and I guess I got a little bit of water over here in this cap, but we'll see. I'm gonna end up doing the plugs on this, the wires, the coil, but I figured before we get started, I'm gonna start with the distributor cap. It should just pull up. I'm gonna disconnect the coil wire. It's labeled, so let's put that to the side. This is what I want to do. I want to take one side, and as I take it off, and they're numbered, so if you look 5, 5, I'm just gonna pop that back on there. That way there's no way to messing them up. This one here is 3. Alright, then we got 7. And then we got, it's like cylinder 1. So, just so if you guys can't see, it's cylinder 1, 7, 3, 5, and then on this side we got 8, 2, 4, 6, and then your coil wire. So now we can set that over here, and now I can set this somehow off to the back or side, just out the way. And yeah, I would say it looks like got a little bit of corrosion in there. Jeez, I might have to wipe that out and clean it. We got this electrical connector back here, so you don't want to mess that up. Let's go ahead and get this other tip on here. Uh-oh. Truck might have ate it, y'all. Gotta find a new tip. I think my truck ate the tip. Give me a minute. So, now we're back. Let's go ahead and get these 2 screws off. I'm just gonna take these 2 none of this stuff should be like really hard to get out. I've replaced this not too long ago. This is a fairly new distributor. But the distributor is like the heart of your firing order, and right now I'm getting really bad misfire, so I figure I'm going to start here. Alright. Alright, just going to pull straight up, and I know this was facing this way, so I want to make sure I don't mess this up. So where's the new one? We got the new one here. So, yeah, we got some corrosion in there, man. Wow, I might have to like spray in there and clean that up. So, but I see which two it is. So let me get a rag and stuff, and I'm gonna try to clean this out a little bit in there. So here's a little bit of a closer shot of what we're dealing with. So I basically just got a rag and just trying to wipe it up as best as I can to loosen up any, mainly on this main center part. But there's really not much you can do in there, so. And then we'll set this new one right down on here. It's sitting here like this, just like that. So let me put you back over there so I can get these screws in. Alright, see if that's a little bit better view for you guys. Alright. And you just want to be careful you don't lose these screws, y'all. And it locks in there, so it could really, it's really easy to line up. Just want to make sure it goes in the same way it goes out. Alright. All I'm going to do is give it a little quarter turn. Not going to be crazy with it. Not going to be crazy. Because it's only plastic. Yeah, that felt good. Definitely don't want to crack it off in there and snap it. And you want to make sure they come off next time you got to change it. So, alright, so now we got that. Let's slide our new cap over. Just like this. Get this out like this. Alright, so this is kind of the parts. A little tricky. Let's do this. So it's gonna be this one here. It's a little tight. Wish I had a little more slack on my wires. Basically just trying to get them on there a little bit, and then I'll focus on getting them on there all the way. There we go. Alright. There's that. One. It's a little tight in here with these stupid bracket. There we go. That should be good. So just sit back over top. Got that. Let's go ahead and Get this other size in there. Woo. Alright, these are the ones that are tricky. There we go. Seat's on real nice. You know what? Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. Those screws are not the same. So make sure you use your factory hardware, because these were not the same thread pattern I pulled out. Probably because I have an aftermarket distributor. So don't use the one screws that came with it on this. Use this here. Yeah, you shouldn't have like any friction when putting in the screws. The one on the inside were the same. The one on the outside of the caps were these finer threads. So if I lose this screw, I'm in for it. Whew, my uncle's got a fire going over there right now, and all I smell is whatever the hell he's burning. It don't smell too good. Alright, same thing. Just quarter turn, nothing too crazy. Alright. Now it's a little more secure. Just gonna double check. I'm changing all these plugs anyway. Don't forget coil wire. That's it, guys. That's how you change your distributor cap and rotor button. Let's go ahead and fire it up and see if she fires up. Alright, let's fire it up. Well, guys, you heard that. Fired right up. Idle a lot smoother. I noticed the throttle response was a lot better on that, so I could definitely tell right away that that was probably my issue. But I'm still going to do a full tune-up. I got new plugs. I got new wires. So I'm going to do all that stuff. The truck's been sitting a few years, and just in case any field mice or anything got in there and nicked on any of those wires, I want to change those out. So I appreciate y'all watching this video. Check out my channel, check out some of my other videos. I do a little bit of DIY, a little bit of everything. So, but I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for my subscribers. Appreciate all y'all's support and subscribing. We're looking to get 1,000 subscribers. We're moving up the ladder. So I appreciate y'all, and hopefully y'all learned something and get out there and get your Chevys tuned up and back on the road. I love y'all. Take care. God bless. Peace. Oh yeah. Beautiful day out here to be burning some wood.